Hi, this is Jess from Something Old, Something New on 97.2 within Shore FM, and I'm interviewing the brilliant Chloe Wilson today, chatting about her brand new single. I'll give you to Chloe to introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name's Chloe Wilson. I'm an artist from Milton Keynes.
When would you say was like the first moment you fell in love with music and kind of went, this is what my heart really yearns for, this is what I want to do, there's nothing else in life I want to do? What was that moment for you?
I feel like it's very cliche, but I've always wanted to be a musician. I think to pinpoint that exact moment was when probably when I first started like playing piano. That's the first instrument I ever learned. I was really lucky to be able to learn like piano as a first instrument because it's pretty transferable. And when I first started playing that, I was like, oh yeah, no, this is my thing. But then it probably perhaps even before then, when there was always music on in my house growing up. I would always listen to music. I'd always like try and be, I don't know, Dolly Parton for the day or Amy Winehouse or something like that. So I guess it kind of grew with me as I grew in a way.
You've named some quite big icons in that as well, because a lot of people would see that as, oh, Dolly Parton and Amy Winehouse. That's quite the comparison. But I feel like very much, especially from what I've seen in your music, especially with your latest single, and then this new single as well, there's very much this theatricalness that both of them had. They were very much themselves in every way, but there's still an
Yeah.
authenticity to it. And I'd say that's one thing you very much have, even when you're, especially on social media, talking about like the behind the scenes of the Broken Me video, when that came out, and just giving behind the scenes insights and things as well.
Thank you. Well, I'm a complete drama queen. There's no like softening that at all. So I'm really like, I love, yeah, I love a bit of drama. And I love that I get to put that into like my music and songs. And I always just want everything to be as big as it can be. And so I guess Broken Me and smashing up a grand piano was probably a good place to start with that. But yeah, I guess my kind of idols growing up, all these really like insanely strong and amazing women who are artists, and I guess like 7-year-old Chloe watching that and going, yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Especially with the kind of with the drama of the music, there very much comes a drama in the live performance. It lends itself really well to a live setting. Which venue would you say has had a special place in your heart from the ones you've played, or that you'd want to play in future?
I think this one's fairly easy for me. I have played it a couple of times, just acoustically, which is the Crawford Arms in Milton Keynes. I don't know if you've ever been, but it's an absolutely phenomenal venue. Everyone there is like just amazing. They're so lovely, and obviously it's in Milton Keynes. It was one of like the first kind of big venues that I played, and I it has such a special place in my heart. I love it so much, and I'd love to do another show there as well. And I guess in terms of like ones I've never played, I've always wanted to play the Troubadour, which would be really really cool. I feel like that would be a bit of a like stamp on my career path.
Things I think, especially with those venues, I think a lot of people are like, oh yes, there's these huge venues, but when you've got venues like the Troubadour and Crawford Arms, it's where artists are made in a lot of ways. And I think
Mm.
it's always very interesting where, especially when people look at artists' careers, it's like, oh, yes, like 1975 have played in an arena. But I'm like, oh, well, they played Sound Control when they were 16. It's those smaller
Yeah.
venues that really do it, isn't it? It's very much being quite early on in your career, you get the chance to play in these amazing venues. What one would you say does like the best? Who does the best cup of coffee then?
Best cup of coffee. I once played on a canal boat in London, very random, but it was great. And it was just like me and a guitar and like 15 people on this canal boat. And it was a guy like this guy like lived in this boat, but he ran live music events from it. It was great.
Yeah,
And he made me like a banging cup of coffee. So definitely the canal boat somewhere else.
coffee like go to play a show, stay for the coffee. That feels like such a vibe for like any
So we
music venue.
like chilled out afterwards as well, like just in his living room, I guess. And it was great. It was such a brilliant brilliant show. So
Your
yeah, definitely.
your autobiography is going to be amazing with already some of these stories. It's going to be great. You could literally name the chapter like the one where I drank coffee on a canal boat. That'd be a great one.
It's like picking up travel memories, but it's just through
Yeah,
gigs.
brilliant. You need like a scrapbook or something, maybe. Your latest single, Piece of a Lover, is due out soon. What do you hope people take away from that track when listening? From Broken Me, there was very much a thing of it's all about first time falling in love and your first heartbreak.
Mm.
What would you say you're hoping people take from Piece of a Lover?
Um, that is a loaded question. I think this song for me was kind of brutal honesty, to be honest, in like a couple words. It was usually I write songs from my perspective and they're always like me. But this song I wrote from originally from the other person's perspective and then moved across to mine as the song goes on. So it's really kind of got story embedded in it. And I think for myself, through writing that song, a lot of kind of truths that I didn't want to accept or things that I didn't really want to hear, but my like songwriting brain was like, no, you're gonna know about it. Kind of came through for me. So I think that's definitely what the song means to me. But one of the things I love about songwriting and releasing music is that people can make music whatever it needs to be for them. And I think I always try to be careful to tell people how they should feel when they listen to my music, because I think it's really important that they kind of listen to the song and see how it fits in their life and how it can, you know, maybe help them move through something or be angry in the car at their ex or like something like that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I guess that's kind of what it means for me, but also what I hope for it to do for other people.
It's quite healing, isn't it, to kind of have almost that amalgamation. Your life's an amalgamation of those people you've met and the lessons and the experiences you've had.
Yeah, I love that. That's literally like how I view it, I guess, in a way. It's like every song that I have written or is coming out or whatever is they're all little stories of, you know, things that have happened in my life. They're not just about one specific thing that I've just written about over and over again, which yeah, is really cool, I guess.
Let's get a bit fictional on this. What television or
Okay.
film character would do you think would identify with your music if you had to choose one, and why do you think they'd enjoy it?
Oh, okay. So about probably I think maybe a year or 2 years ago now, this came out. I think I was actually ill when it came out or something like that because I remember. Have you seen Daisy Jones and the Six?
Yes, I have. Oh my gosh, I religiously watched it. I sobbed on the train and everything. I
Yeah,
loved it.
I was ill when that first came out, so I was like in bed. I watched the whole season in like 2 days, and I'm obsessed with that show and like Daisy Jones. So it would have to be her because I remember watching it. I'm like, this is who I'm trying to be. so, um, yeah, definitely Daisy Jones from Daisy
But
Jones
you've
and the
been such
Six,
a busy bee
and
so far. You've got
I
two
think she'd
singles in the
like Piece of a
bag. You've
Lover,
got many a
definitely, because I think
live
it's
show lined
quite
up. We've got one on the
like
20th of
edging into
September
that
with
kind of
Bex
70s
in Manchester, which
era
I'm
of music.
hopefully going
So
down to.
I
And we've
hope
kind of
she'd
spoke
like it
about favourite
anyway.
moments, but if you had to choose one moment to be your favourite moment of your career so far, what would it be?
I think the amount of creative freedom I have with being an artist, which I'm just like grateful for every day because I have a million and one nuts ideas, and usually it contains a lot of me going, yeah, but can I do this? You know, because I really want to do this. So I think smashing a grand piano up in a wedding dress was definitely, I don't know how that one slipped through the cracks and how that actually came to fruition, but it's definitely one of my favorite ones. I think an ongoing one, it's not really a pinpoint, but like finding um, people who connect with my music and like my music and actually like feel something about it in the similar way to that I do is nuts. I can't really, I have to pinch myself a little bit every time like somebody maybe will like comment on a post or send me a DM and I'm like, no, this isn't real. I have to like check if see if they're a bot or something. So that's been a really, really, really amazing part of releasing like this music and it coming out is that it's connecting with people. So I guess that's kind of like an ongoing favorite part of it all. But as a pinpoint, definitely the grand piano smash. Oh, 100%, 100%. And when we all had fun, it's one of those things that, you know, when you shoot a music video, I feel like there's such intense days, you kind of, it all kind of rolls into one and it's a bit of a blur. But it was so nice that there was so much BTS from it, because we like went back a few months later and watched it all and we were like, oh my God, this was actually really fun, and completely forgot about the fact that it was really stressful.
What would you say are some of the home comforts you miss from Milton Keynes, your hometown? And then kind of off the back of that, what are some of the home comforts you've discovered in Manchester that you love?
Oh, I know this is like the joke of Milton Keynes, right? But I really miss the roundabouts. And it's you never sit in traffic in that city, and I absolutely love it. And you can just get like, I'm really bad for getting like lost when I drive and taking wrong turns, and because it's all on a grid, you can just like, you know, go backwards. And I do it in Manchester, and I've got 7 traffic lights and like a U-turn and a one-way system. So I definitely miss that. About it, I miss my roundabouts. And in terms of Manchester, I love the trams. Like,
Me too. I love
the
them.
network. She's amazing. I absolutely love it. And the parks, you guys have got some amazing, like really, really beautiful parks, and the people as well. That's obviously, I feel like that's a given though. Mancunians are just like, they're the best.
If you could collaborate with any artist, alive or dead, who would you love to make music with, and why would you choose them?
You know what? I'm gonna have to go Adele with this one, because Stevie Nicks is a given. I feel like we've already spoken about her, so we can put her to the side. But definitely, in terms of like songwriting, Adele was probably like the first artist I really listened to and was like, she's probably got the most amount of songs I wish I could have written. And she's very influential to me through my songwriting. And so definitely her. And also she just seems like the loveliest person, and like I reckon I'd have a brilliant, like, great time with her as well. So yeah, definitely be Adele. I feel like we could probably like write, I don't know, connect on some kind of level of heartbreak and put it in a song.
I think you both embody the drama quite well. I could see it. I mean, if she, like, some of her music, like, you can tell when she's in love or when she's not in love, because she's usually released an album, which I feel like that's a good way to go. That's like a good, like, timeline of events.
Yeah.
I always say to myself, do what 8-year-old you would feel really happy about. But what would you say if you could talk to young Chloe before the busking, the heart-wrenching lyricism and the magic? What advice would you give to her?
Keep going. Never settle for less. And never apologize for the space you take up. I think that's like a bit of a ethos I try to live by. That's probably what I tell 8-year-old Chloe.
That's a perfect answer, and what a nice way to end the interview. It's quite exciting. You've got quite the exciting summer though, because I mean you've got your gig in September. Have you got any like festivals or anything lined up, or is it kind of like settling down a bit now?
Settling down a bit. I have a show in London in October, which I will be posting about very soon on my socials. So if anyone watching this is based down in London, keep an eye on my socials, because I will definitely be screaming and shouting about that. And then obviously there's the one in Manchester on the 20th at the Rat and Pigeon.
Oh, that will be amazing. It's been so lovely to talk to you. Thanks for taking the time out of your very, very busy schedule to chat to me.
No, I really appreciate you making the time to meet me. But if you want to find me on social media, you can follow me at Chloe Wilson UK on everything.